He rushed back to his former hospital and found Christine, his sole trusted friend. Gasping, he said, "I'm stabbed. My heart's in trouble. Needs surgery now." Just after finishing his duties, he fainted. Christine was contemplating whether to grab a coffee when Strange's Saul suddenly popped out, watching her hesitate with a big syringe. Suddenly, Saul Strange appeared, scaring Christine half to death. With Strange's explanation, she barely focused and began the surgery. At this moment, a cloaked Tangled disciple's Saul popped out, arriving at the hospital for a Soul Dodge game. He found Strange in the operating room, and thus began a soul battle that even the nurses wanted to join in. Though souls are ethereal, their battle caused a bit of a stir in the real world, as if an earthquake was happening. Inexperienced Strange was no match, knocked silly in a few blows, nearly getting a temporary transfer note. Christine saw Strange's heart stop and immediately unleashed her secret move, Electric Revival. The electric shock sent the enemy soul flying, and Strange shouted, "Do it again." His soul tightly gripped the opponent, using the voltage to shatter the enemy's essence. He finally returned to his body and had a chance to express his regret to Christine, but the kind-hearted Christine seemed to have forgotten all those miserable moments. But Strange can't stay. As Cassilis trapped in the temple, good luck, see you free. Dormammu was getting closer, and the world was in peril. Strange returned to the temple only to find Cassilius had long fled. A good thing his soul was still busy partying. The temple guardian was gone, so Strange was promptly named New York Temple's new guardian. But he refused, saying, "This isn't for me." He learned magic just to heal his hands, not wanting to be a magician, so he definitely didn't want to end up as a magic office. Master Ancient One felt Strange still hadn't truly grown and was clinging to his past glory. However, Strange thought Ancient One wasn't all that great either. He discussed with Dumont, could Ancient One be dabbling in dark powers too? This made Ancient One like a secret chef for longevity. Strangely, he neither confirmed nor denied such accusation. Instead, he turned and walked away, leaving Dumont, as the lead disciple, unsure if his master would really do this. Just as he was blaming Strange, voices echoed in the hall. It was Cassilis back with a crew, ready to blow up the temple. At that critical moment, Strange summoned the Forbidden Dimension, causing Cassilis' magic to backfire. Talk about a good laugh. Cassilis decided to take out this annoying guy in the Forbidden Dimension, showing he could manipulate Strange's very own environment. This showed just how strong his dark powers were. No choice, Strange and Dumont had to run while saying goodbye. With the enemy hot on their heels, Strange drew a portal while running, hoping to escape the Forbidden Dimension. Surprisingly, Cassilis turned the street 90 degrees, causing Strange Duo to crash onto a bus while two could only keep running. The Forbidden Dimension had entered Chaos Infinite mode, with the city structures going utterly. Eventually, they were caught by Cassilis and Strange fell to the ground. However, an unexpected twist happened as Strange was suddenly sucked into the ground. Subtitles: Master Ancient One arrived, his power immense enough to control Strange's Forbidden Dimension. But when Dumont saw Dormammu's runes appear on Ancient One's forehead, it smashed Strange's claims right in the face. His long-admired master had succumbed to darkness for power. After all, even masters have their untold stories. At that time, Master Ancient One still tried to persuade Cassilis to change, but he ignored it. He charged in with his minions to attack Ancient One. It was basically an undisclosed family reunion. Subtitles: He ordered his subordinates to distract the Ancient One while he himself launched a sneak attack. Subtitles: Ancient One was kicked from the Forbidden Dimension. Strange and Dumont hurriedly chased. Before Ancient One fell from the sky onto the street, while Christine in the hospital heard Strange shouting. However, this time Strange was rushing with someone. In a panic, he actually wanted to use a scalpel to operate on Ancient One. Seeing his trembling hands, Strange realized they weren't healed yet, so he passed the scalpel to a doctor he usually disdained. Strange had clearly transformed. He no longer obsessed over whether he could operate, but before the operation started, Ancient One's condition suddenly deteriorated. He was on the brink of death, and Strange felt something was off. Suddenly realizing something, he hurriedly let his soul pop out again. Sure enough, he was right. The Ancient One's soul just left, drifting out. Take it seriously. If it continued like this, Ancient One would undoubtedly be doomed. Strange hurriedly chased along, only to find Ancient One had stopped on the balcony waiting for him. It turned out Ancient One had long predicted he would end his life this way. How regretful. Time flies, and life is but a song. To protect the Earth, he had strived to grow stronger, only to take a wrong turn and succumb to dark powers. What the twist of fate! He could no longer be the Sorcerer Supreme, and with Strange's arrival, he felt it was time to gracefully retire. In his final moment, the Master grasped Strange's hand, gazing lovingly at the world he had protected for centuries. He then vanished into thin air forever. Strange felt immense pain inside. he once only cared if his hands would heal. Now, with Ancient One gone, he has greater ideals and responsibilities, not just saving people, but the whole world. He bid a heartfelt goodbye to Christine, resolutely donning the magical cloak reminiscent of a returning superhero. Strange returned to Camartage and saw Dumont in low spirits, feeling deceived by Ancient One, his faith seriously shaken. Strange scolded him, stating that Cassilis had already destroyed 2 of the 3 temples, and it was a race against time. He alone couldn't save the world. Stop wallowing in sorrow here, it's time to prepare for departure. Motivated, Dumont gathered himself and followed Strange to Hong Kong, only to find they were too late. The Hong Kong temple had already been destroyed, and Dormammu's dark dimension had descended upon the earth. Stop dwelling in sadness, get ready to go. If you enjoy our story, subscribe to our channel. Inspired, Dumont rallied and followed Strange to Hong Kong, but arrived too late. The Hong Kong sanctum was destroyed, and Dormammu's dark dimension engulfed the world.